I don't think Spirit Airlines actually has a direct flight from Nashville to Orlando. Oh, they say they do. They say they have multiple a day. And well, those flights don't happen. Let me start from the beginning. On my first trip to Disney in October last year, I was looking for the cheapest flights possible. Generally, I'll fly Southwest, but I saw a great price on Spirit and I thought, well, I'm only bringing a backpack anyway. I don't need to worry about the hidden costs. So I booked a Wednesday night flight direct from Nashville to Orlando. If I recall, it was supposed to leave around 8 o'clock and arrive in Orlando about 9:30. Well, a couple weeks out, I received an email that that flight was no longer available and they were flying me through Fort Lauderdale. My flight now left at 5 p.m., which luckily I could get off work early enough to get to that. It would fly to Fort Lauderdale with a 40-minute layover and then get me to Orlando at about 9:30 p.m. It was annoying, but it still got me there when I was supposed to get there, and I was meeting someone at the airport who was also arriving at that time. Now let's jump forward to my most recent trip to Disney World, my camping trip. I found a cheap flight that left sometime in the 6 o'clock hour, 6:30, something like that, and was supposed to arrive in Orlando about 9:30. Well, again, I receive an email about 2 weeks before the flight that says that flight is no longer available, and they're booking me on a flight that will now arrive around 3:30 p.m. Well, I couldn't lose an entire day of shooting video, so I canceled that flight. When I clicked to try to get a refund was not an available option. I could have possibly gone through the email to do it, as I did see that option on another flight, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. So I canceled that flight and took a voucher. My decision was, well, hey, I'm going to be flying down to Disney several times more anyway, I'll just use it on a future trip. So a couple days later, and mind you, this is the end of January, I picked dates to fly to Disney in April. This time I'd be leaving on Friday night. And wouldn't you know it? Just a few days later, I got an email that that flight also was no longer available, and now I'd be flying through Philadelphia, arriving in Philadelphia at midnight, and then flying to Orlando 8 a.m. in the morning, arriving at 9:30 in the morning. That's ridiculous. So this time I clicked on the email and found a refund page. When I clicked on the refund, it was happy to refund me the $15 over the voucher that I had used. Oh goody, I'm getting $15 back on my 2 failed attempts to get to Florida. So mind you, this has been a Wednesday night, a Friday night, and a Saturday morning flight. All 3 canceled, and each more ridiculously replaced than the last by Spirit Airlines. So now I've started a text conversation with Spirit. First, of course, talking to the AI, and when the AI couldn't help, I finally got a person. That person told me they would not be able to refund me the voucher amount. I told them this is unacceptable because this is the second flight in a row they couldn't get me to my destination on the agreed upon flights when I purchased the tickets. So this went on for about an hour. I escalated it 2 times trying to get it to a higher manager that could approve it because I know there's someone there that can. So now here's the kicker. After texting back and forth for an hour with them, I suddenly get the text, okay, we've gone ahead and approved your refund for $15 and given you back your voucher for your previous flight. I had not agreed to this. So they did this of their own volition, and now the case was closed and there was nothing I could do about it. Because I absolutely will not be flying Spirit Airlines again. I have this voucher, I'm probably just gonna let it sit. They've shown me they're unreliable. I can't trust them to get me to my destination on the dates that I booked. So thanks for hearing my rant. Sure, I've had my issues with other airlines, but really they're the issues that all airlines are having right now, so I'm not really going to call any of them out specifically. Thanks for watching this rant about Spirit Airlines. If you have any stories about Spirit Airlines, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Please like this video so more people will have the chance to see it and be warned of this company. And while you're at it, please subscribe. Thanks, I'll see you next time.